Okay, welcome guys. This is gonna be episode number 6 of the breakdown with my friend Maru Kim, one of my oldest friends in StarCraft. And yeah, I know you since you're a baby. So what's up, Maru?
No, I'm good. Just chilling.
Awesome. What is this replay?
It was just from a tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and I was facing Scarlet, and I think it was pretty cool to show what a proxier can do.
Ooh. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is a proxy game, and it's what tournament against Scarlet?
No, it's not a proxy game. That's the mind game.
Oh, okay. What a proxier can do. It's the mind game. That's nifty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's so you consider yourself a proxier then?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. All right, let's go into it. What round of the tournament is this?
Around 4.
Is this the okay, is that like one of the last rounds then?
Yeah.
Okay, and what number of game is this in the series?
4. I ended up winning 3-1.
Okay, awesome. Let's see this. So your opponent is gonna be Scarlet. Very, very good. Third player, obviously.
You see, she's already getting gas. She's getting geared up for 14-14,
Nice.
which is a perfect counter to proxy build, right?
Right. So, did you proxy in the series already?
No, that's the point.
You haven't proxied at all this
I
series?
haven't proxied at all. Plus, I was up to 1,
Okay.
which is like the most comfortable place you could proxy, I think.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. So you were playing the you were basically saying I'm gonna proxy at some point, and you just didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's brilliant, man. That's fucking funny. How often did she expect the proxy?
Probably every single game, although I haven't done it.
Yeah. Did she take a lot of precautions? I mean, most games.
Not really. I guess she was a little YOLOing against it too.
Uh-huh. All right.
But I think
So-
in her mind, I must have been proxying this game.
At least
because you're
one
up to
game,
1.
yeah. If you're up to 1, that's perfect. It's a really good map for proxy too, right? Like, cause it's a short map. Like you
Yeah.
can walk there and make your barracks real fast.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Zerg has to check like 2 sides.
Mm-hmm.
Proxy.
Yeah. And even there's like bushes behind the rocks if you wanted to. Yeah, it's a pretty good map for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just going for a Reaper opener? Nope, not even a
Nope.
Reaper opener. Quick
So
reactor.
what she was trying to do is blind counter to proxy Thorax.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was trying to do blind counter for that blind counter, which is the reactor start.
Okay, so you're just gonna pump out Marines and be safe, maybe bunker on the low ground or something like that?
You don't even need bunker because you have enough Marines and SCVs to
Cool.
defend against it.
So you just leave them at the ramp then?
Yeah.
Sweet. And okay, that's perfect. And what does this build transition into though? Because it must feel kind of poopy, right? If she's not doing what she's doing, what do you do with it? Do you go for like a drop or something, or?
And normally make 4 Marines and snipe the Overlord.
Uh-huh.
Or you can float the barracks. You don't really need 6 Marines or something
Okay.
to snipe the Overlord at the ramp.
Uh-huh.
And besides that, you can either make like 1 mine and 6 Marines for the
Mine
medevac drop,
Okay.
and Hellion run by at the same time.
Oh, cool. So next
you
up is
go
gonna
for
be a
the-
factory, like 2 Marines and then factory.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or you could go for like 8 Marine or Helmet push. But it
Mhm.
doesn't really work against Pool first because they always have a lot of queens.
Right. Okay. I don't see how pull first would have more queens than hatch first though. At the time you hit.
Oh, they have, like, if they are not constantly creeping, they would have at least 1 more transfuse.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
You see, there's like 8 lings. And I'm going to have 4 Marines against it.
Mm-hmm. She gets inside. That was a little sloppy by you, or did you let her inside? No, right?
It didn't really matter because I had
Okay.
Although if I had 4, I would have been more comfortable.
And the Reaper
by
opener
now-
is not strong against this?
Right?
Is the Reaper opener not good against this then?
No.
Okay. Because I would have guessed if you see it coming and you just make 2 Hellions. Hellions are pretty good against Lings. But I guess this opener is designed to deny the CC
Yeah. Hellions will not come at the...
at the time, at the end time. Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm dancing at this point. I'm just like, oh, you made a lot of link.
Yeah, it's a lot of links. So, yeah, that realization is important because if we look at the units tab, you're actually already 4 SCVs ahead, which is pretty good for this point in the game, right?
Yeah.
And your tech ahead as well. So, yeah, if you just take no damage, what you're doing here is the dream, right? Just go back inside. Oh, shit! That was sketchy as fuck.
Yeah. And I thought she was done making the links.
Yeah.
So it should have been like 6 links at most at this time. So it'd be good to have the Marines at the ramp right now. Plus, she would think I have Hellions coming out, but she wouldn't run by like this.
I would think that you have Hellions coming by too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why not Hellions is the question for me.
That was a point too. Because she would think that I'm getting Hellions anyway, she would just run back home.
Okay.
But she did this. And you'll see a funny thing.
Well,
in,
it's
like,
just a
second.
poke too, right? Like because I think this poke was nice by her because she probably thinks, okay, like if he's making Hellions, would they be out already? No, right? Do they
No,
build
the
faster?
Same time as
Same
middleman.
time. Yeah, so I mean it's well timed if anything, right? If you can just poke and if you can't do anything, you just run back.
Yeah. So right now she killed all the Marines.
Oh, but she
could have
thinks
ran-
Hellions are going out.
Yeah. She thinks it's the
This is-
Hellions, so she just ran back, but it's actually the mines.
That's fucking funny.
I should have
and
made
now you're
Hellions
making
first,
Hellions.
yeah.
I think you should have made Hellions first, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I was
they're just
gonna
safer.
make 4 mines first, but it doesn't really make sense.
Well, now it doesn't make sense, but I can see what, like, if the Marines didn't die, like, the thing is, your opener has had a few bumps, right? Like, the first time she ran in, she killed, like, 3 or 4 Marines, and this time she killed, like, another 4. So if you had, like, retained, like, most of those Marines, then you can just use that to take the expansion, and then you don't need the Hellions, and you can just go for the 4 mines.
Yeah.
But
or
because
I was gonna do the 4 Marine 2 mine drop
Uh-huh.
with the Hellions running by.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been
But
nifty.
Because the Marines died, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna drop a Marine and 2 mines, I think.
Yeah, you just gotta drop what you got. And the Hellions are here just to guarantee that your CC goes down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Searching for those links, making sure they're not on the right side. Got 2 more Hellions back, as well as
So the
thingy
mines
coming.
are coming in.
Yeah, this is a very fast lair by her. So what do you think when you see this?
I thought it could have been Nidus, but after seeing the 2 extractors at the natural, I knew it was Spire.
Okay. And there's a Spore going up too. What do you think about dropping both mines here? Is that normal? Or do you ever like do 1 mine per base or something like that? I guess you're gonna have the Hellions on the other base?
Yeah, I have Hellions anyway, so...
Okay. So if you didn't have Hellions, you would consider the mines in different places?
Yeah.
Cool. So Hellions here. And now you see those 2 extractors that you were talking about. So now you're thinking Spire. Are you gonna cancel this cloak?
No.
Oh, that seems sketchy. Why not?
Because no Zerg would think I would go cloak. That's the mind game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, you just scouted a Spore and an Overseer, and you think she's going Muta, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, Cloak seems like really bad tech, but you're a sneaky boy. Let's...
You'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I've played against you, it's pretty frustrating sometimes. You do some shit that's, like, really sneaky. You're one of the sneakiest Terran players, and you're a smart dude, so you're actually thinking this way. It's not like you forgot to cancel cloak or didn't consider it. You're just thinking this is the last thing they'll expect. It is. Oh my. Okay, so you're making a second Banshee before moving out. Now, the medevac path that you took basically tells you that there's no overlords in that path, right? Or so I'm guessing when you use the Banshee, are you gonna use the similar path on the left, or?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
And then because they are mutas, I'm just gonna pump out the mines and try to snipe them. I used to make doors because they're really good to push it, like 2 doors and some mass bio.
They're insane, yeah.
Against mutas.
Research complete.
But because I don't have armor, it takes way too long.
Okay.
I just keep on pumping out the mine.
Okay. So here's the 2 Banshees. And you will be taking the route that your medevac cleared for you. That's perfect.
I wasn't
Cloaking.
macroing perfectly, so 4 turrets is fine.
Yeah, and you're cloaking the Banshees right before going into creep. That's pretty cool. So a lot of Terrans would like try to save energy type thing, but you're more concerned about her not seeing you on the minimap.
Yeah, these are suicidal anyways, so...
They're suicidal anyway. They're gonna walk by a muta. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So you were turning the cloak just before any creep tumors would spot the Banshees on the minimap.
Yeah.
Cool.
You see, if I hadn't, she would have seen it with the muta.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll have...
She would have pulled
lot
back,
more
made an overseer, and yeah, here's the
Yeah.
suicidal Banshees. The last thing she
Never
expects.
expected this.
It works. This is brilliant. And she only has the 1 spore, and it's out of position, because why would she change the position? Who would go Banshees? And cool. So now you got a bunch of Widow Mines. And now you must be pretty happy with your position, or?
Yeah, of course. Because
So-
I've already done damage because she was going for muta, fast muta, early on.
Yeah.
And then I blind countered her 14-14.
Yeah.
And then I killed 17 drones.
That's amazing. Okay, so right now, what is your concern?
Nothing. It's just that my mines, if they don't snipe the mutas, they're pretty much useless.
Yeah.
I could have been pumping out a lot more marines at this point. But that's my only concern right now.
So it's just surviving at this point, right? Like, if you survive, you must think you're in a pretty good spot. Right
Yeah.
now, you're adding production. You already have a 3rd CC, so economy game is guaranteed. Tech game has been great. And now you're oh, I love this. So Vikings, can you go into this? So why the Vikings?
Just to be more safe, because I have no marines.
So yeah, the Vikings will be able to siege the mutas from your turrets as well. Chase around, right? Like, they have pretty good mobility. And you don't have many marines, so making medevac seems kind of iffy, right? If you're concerned about surviving, I think Vikings are
Yeah.
the best units right now that you can get. Maybe not down the line, but right now they're the best thing you can get. You're oversaturated, but you're not taking your base, and this is also on
I
purpose,
should be
right?
taking it very soon.
Okay. But you just want to be so nice.
That was the purpose of the early mine.
Yeah.
I got 4 there, I got 3 here.
Yeah, that is pretty nifty. So, yeah, the only reason you're not expanding, I gather, is you just want to be safe, right? Like, guarantee that you're safe, and then expand. Do you have a preference of which base you take between these two? Like, why you're taking the top one on the top, or it's whatever?
Upgrade
I
complete.
think right now it's better to take the top because with that you're a lot safer against pushes because you're going to be attacking the Zerg's 3rd. And that path is safe. Like, Zerg can't run by super easily
I
to my
see.
3rd compared to the one on the left.
Okay, why is that?
Because you have the reinforcement or your main army going through that
Okay.
path to the right.
Yeah. Also against mutas, I think triangles are not great, like because they can fly between all three bases a little bit easy.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're kind of safe. I like this. Okay.
How many mines do I have? Shit, that's 10 mines.
It is 10 mines, yeah. So now you're maybe looking to drop. So now what are you thinking? If she's being too greedy or something like that? Do you ever consider a scan here or something to like check out what she's doing?
No, not really.
Okay.
I want to save up for the mules. Because I know that I'm ahead right now.
Right.
And I'm not in threat right now because I just killed 3 mutas.
True. Okay.
And I got shit ton of mines, so...
So right now you kind of have to guess as a Terran pretty often, like if the Zerg is making economy or making army, right?
Yeah.
But right now you're so far ahead that you're like, okay, I should be fine either way. Like I should be ahead in economy even if she makes economy, and I can maybe move out anyway.
Yeah, and even if she attacks, I think I'm at a pretty safe position with all these mines.
Oh, I like this. So those mines are your siege tanks for those marines, huh? Like if she flanks with a bunch of Ling Bane, you could just run back to them?
Yeah. No, the Vikings.
Silly Vikings. There's a marine drop. Still clearing creep. Are you clearing creep with... Like this is kind of unusual. A lot of Terrans will move out with their entire army at this point to clear creep or push back. You're moving with a small contingency of units, and this is what's setting up the next attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, with that army, Zerg will easily get sucked into it to try to kill it.
Uh-huh.
And then I have the mine baits.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So okay. Well, you left them behind this time around, but I get what you're saying. You have the mine baits, so that Zerg thing, so I can kill this army. That's brilliant, okay. You're a mind gamer by excellence, Maru. Okay. Are you not gonna get Thors though? Like Thors are so good. Okay, now there's a switch to roaches, so I don't care for Thors anymore.
Yeah, I would have gotten it if I knew it was.
If she kept going Muta.
Kept going for, yeah, leaving Muta.
Okay.
See, like this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can kill an army, sure. Running there. And then there are 4 red.
They could have been closer, I think. They could have killed it, but yeah, that was pretty sick. Okay, so what's your plan now? Like when you see roaches, do you just think I'll just sit back for a bit, or do you want to push into it still?
I'm close to maxing out. I think it's pretty good time to push right now.
Okay.
Just killed one to mutas too.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that she wants to attack with roaches, right? Like that it's gonna be difficult.
Because she made way too many mutas to have a lot of ravagers.
Okay. Oh, okay, fair. So you're trying to take the gas into account that she's put into the mutas to think, okay, like my tanks should be safe. There's not a lot of ravagers. This is a good time.
This is one mistake that I do a lot of the time. Fighting the Roach Ravager army without the tank support. So it's good to like watch replay like this to acknowledge it even more.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got a really good tank spread, but not really using it to the best of your ability there. Nice save. Oh, nice. Okay, and I mean, I would say that was a bad fight for you, but overall a good trade, right? Like you could have done better at controlling and prioritizing, but overall, any trade right now is a good trade for you, right? Like any close to cost-efficient trade, I would say that was.
Also, that was a lot of Ravagers that died in the fight. That's also really good. One thing to mention against Roach Ravager is that you don't want to have too many medivacs.
Upgrade complete.
Why is that?
And you wanna be making lips just to run them by,
Oh, I see.
because it's a lot harder for Zergs to defend against the run by liberators.
Especially
You
now
don't
that
have
you've
high
taken
defense
most of the mutas down, right? Like,
Yeah.
you took the mutas down, and as you take the mutas down, you start liberator production. And yeah, it makes sense with the medevacs, because medevacs won't really die against Roach Ravager, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to replace them.
Mineral field completed.
Okay, so that went pretty well. And Ravagers are
And at
also
this point,
good
I think
against the...
game's over already.
Yeah, the game's pretty over.
Command center upgrade complete.
So the liberators, you just send them to whatever base. Oh, it looks like she has the gold. At this point, is that concerning to you? Like, do you ever think, like, oh shit, Scarlet's, like, so good that I may not be ahead, or is that never a...
I mean, not for clear situation like this. Like in a normal macro game, I would always think that, because she would always have creeps everywhere too.
Yeah,
The creep is really terrifying for Terrans.
yeah. Very terrifying. She has a bunch of roaches. So you run your marines forward to avoid the mine fire there, right?
Then you see what I'm talking about, the Liberator?
Yep.
Because there's no Hydras or Mutas.
Yeah, and Ravagers are kind of difficult. You have to like send 3 there, 3 there, and she's out of Ravagers anyway. What a proxier can do is what this game is, boys. So
Yeah.
a ton of of mind games. We're just gonna speed through, and then she'll eventually realize she's dead and GG. Well, that was a pretty fucking funny game, and really awesome to get your thoughts and insights on it, Maru. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Do you have any closing thoughts or anything else to add about this game?
Add about this game? I hope I get good enough to show some results in tournament nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you did really good. You won WCS Challenger last year, right? Over Neve and Scarlet.
Yeah.
But
I mean, not recently. Recently, I've been really in a slump.
You
So
gotta
I
pick
hope
it
I can
up.
bring
Are you
back-
playing a lot?
I was playing like a lot in Korea. I think in my mentality, when I don't care about the game, I actually end up playing better.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to take a break when you're someone that actively likes to think about the game and like mind games and shit like that. Like, I think it's good to take a break sometimes, because then you get to when you're playing over and over and over, it's you kind of just start repeating the same thing without thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then that can be a problem. So a reset sometimes is good. You'll get a little bit slower, but you'll think a little bit clearer, or at least think of new things that you didn't think of before.
Yeah, like this game, I was like thinking every step of the game.
Yeah, because you're not sure. Because when you're playing actively, like you mechanize the approach, and it's just like you're just doing without thinking. So that's awesome. Yeah, this was a really fun game, and yeah, it shows that you were thinking every step of the way. That was some great tactics there. Okay, Maru. Well, thank you very much. This was MaSa, guys. You can follow him at MaSa _SE2, I want to say, on Twitter. Right?
Yes.
Perfect. I hope you do well with the new patch coming out. Love you,
Alright,
bud.
thanks for having me.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.